My name's Jim Harnwell. I live on the New South Wales south coast and work as a fisheries manager. Before that, I was the editor of Fishing World magazine for more than 20 years. So this is the fourth bar crusher I've had. The first three were when I was editor of Fishing World magazine. They were project boats. The first one was a 5.5 cuddy cab, and the second one was a 620C, and the last one was a 670 HT. But this boat, this 615XS, is my personal boat that I bought from Bar Crusher. And I bought this boat because I was really keen to get an all-rounder style of boat. I like most types of fishing, you know, bream, estuary stuff, bream, flatties, freshwater, Murray cod, yellow belly, bass, inshore stuff with kingies and snapper, inshore marlin. So I needed a boat that could do all those types of fishing in, you know, relative comfort and safety. Like most people, I'm not in a position to have two boats, an offshore boat and an inshore boat, so I had to go for one. And I did a lot of research for quite a few months, looking at different boats and reading boat tests and spending a lot of time on the internet. And I kept coming back to this XS series from Bar Crusher. It seemed to offer all the things that I was after. You know, a good hull that was a capable hull that was fine for offshore work, a good clean layout, casting deck with plenty of storage underneath, the center console, rear center console with storage, and you know, being a Bar Crusher owner, I know that these boats are built really well. They're solid, tough, dependable boats. So I bit the bullet and bought this boat in the middle of 2016, and after about 6 months of use, I'm really happy with it. It is a great all-round boat. I can literally go bream fishing one day, surface luring for bream in my local river or the other estuaries around my house, my home, and the next day I can go offshore chasing kingfish or snapper. And I guess in the summer season I'll get the outriggers out and go chasing inshore black marlin and maybe out to the shelf line and target stripes. There's not many boats that you can really literally, you know, do that sort of thing in, like go bream fishing one day and marlin fishing the next, but this is one of those boats. Obviously there's compromises with it. Offshore it's not as offshore friendly as say the 670 HT, which is a full cabin hardtop boat, but this boat allows me to do a whole range of other fishing that I really enjoy, like casting plastics around washers for snapper, actively lure fishing. You can have a couple of mates on board, you can all be casting lures, there's plenty of room. Even when I'm by myself, it's great for that sort of stuff as well. It's big enough to go out in choppy conditions where the smaller boat just wouldn't be able to hack it, but it's small enough to fish you know, a creek with snags for bream or bass or whatever as well. So yeah, really happy with the way it's worked out for me. It is I reckon a perfect all-round sort of boat. And Bar Crushers generally come fitted pretty much standard with most of the things that any fisho would need. I opted for a few extras. I've put in a set of relax outriggers for the game fishing. I've got a motor guide, 80-pound motor guide XI5 electric, which is really handy for all the lure fishing that I do. I've got it rigged up with a set of Raymarine ES sounders, 12-inch screen at the console and a 9-inch one up the front. I've got an anchor winch because I'm pretty lazy and don't like pulling anchors in. I've got the rod locker so I can put my rods in there, lock it, it's safe, good safe storage. Deck lighting, deck wash, and trim tabs. But other than that, most of the other stuff the Bar Crusher comes standard with, like live bait tanks and so on. So they're a great boat for if you're just starting out with fishing, because they come nicely put together, but if you're a really keen, experienced angler, you can customize them to how you like as well. The other thing I really like about Bar Crushers, having had 4 of them now, is that they are a really complete package. They come with their own custom-made trailers, so there's no hassles with an inferior quality trailer that doesn't really suit the boat. These boats come with trailers that are custom designed for them, so they work perfectly every time. Bar Crusher Factory does a fantastic job with fitting the boats out. All the electronics work, the wiring and so on is top notch. I've never ever had any problems with any of the bar crushers I've had with any wiring issues. I can't say the same for other boats that I've had where the wiring wasn't as good, and you do have problems which are pretty irritating and can be quite expensive. So the bar crusher ones are great in that regard. And I got to say too that the workmanship and design of bar crushers is top class. It's probably one of the reasons I keep coming back to these boats. They're really well made, they've got a great design, and they perform brilliantly out on the water. You know, you read it in the ads and all that sort of stuff, how soft bar crushers are. You know, they really are a very, very soft riding boat. For a plate boat, they are, you know, right up there with some of the glass models, probably better than some glass boats. I really do rate these boats as being particularly soft riding. As I've gotten older, I can't stand the idea of getting bashed when you're going out to sea, and some of the other boats that I've had back when I was a younger guy, some just basic little tinnies, they used to absolutely smash you when you're heading out to the banks or somewhere like that to go fishing. But in this boat and other bar crushers I've had, the ride is really, really smooth and soft, and I think that is a big plus just for the comfort level. So yeah, all up, I'm really happy with this boat. I think it really suits my need, but where I'm at with my fishing nowadays, I fish by myself a bit, and I fish with a couple of mates or my sons, and you know, a hardcore fishing boat like this is really where I'm at, and it does a great job, so really happy with it.